While waiting for his arrival, you bore witness to a bar brawl between Yagra's Stone Fist and a gang of Xanathar Guild thugs. The party was happy to watch this unfold at first. Jean Girard made his way through the crowd with the unknowing aid of Krieger, who stealthily killed a helpless elderly bystander with Toll the Dead. John Koo also helped Krieger out with some thaumaturgy to stop the fight before Yagra was beaten unconscious. Just as the commotion was dying down, a troll made its way up the portal, followed by 6 Sturges. The barkeep, Durnan, jumped over the bar and made quick work of the troll. Chuck finished the troll off, of course. The Sturges were put to sleep by Jean Girard and then easily dispatched. After the quick battle, Durnan thanked the party with drinks, and Volo made his way to your table to beg for help. He gave each of you 10 dragons and promised 100 more if you could find his friend, Floon Blagmar. And Krieger wasn't interested in the gold, instead promised to help for a future favor. You agreed to help and were pointed towards the last place that Volo saw Floon, the Skewered Dragon. So that is where we pick up. You assume have made your way out onto the streets of Waterdeep and are heading south towards the dock ward. And I'll leave it to you there.
Do you have a map for us so we can...
Yep. City map coming up.
I've got
Remember how to work this website. All right, we are on the map.
Ooh.
We went over this last time and I've totally forgotten, but what ward is the...
Yeah, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. Focus ping. We are at the Yawning Portal here in the kind of at the top of the dock ward, and we're heading our way further south into the dock ward, down around here-ish, looking for the Skewered Dragon.
Okay.
All right, are we free to go?
Well, yeah.
Is there? If y'all want to just walk and talk, I'll assume y'all are heading that way, unless there's something else y'all want to do.
I mean, what was the price he said that he was going to give us for this?
Yeah, so it was 10 up front each, and then 100 on the back end after completion.
This was
each.
gold?
Gold.
10 gold per...
Yeah, you have that now. He gave you that as a good faith gesture.
I'm starting lowering my way out of the Yawning Portal. Probably going down Gut Alley or Cut Alley. I'm not real sure if that's a G or a C.
Yeah. Looks like Gut Alley. Probably the best one. Yeah, it's Gut Alley. Let's go down there. I'm following the big man.
Yeah.
I assume we know who this place is, or
no. I mean, unless you're super familiar with the dock ward, if somebody wants to make a history check, they're more than welcome to. We'll say it's a 15 to know exactly where this place is.
I'd love to make a history check with my -1.
You still know. This is a bar, after all. Chuck knows where it's at. He's heading right there. Well, with that, I'll say you don't waste any time. You're heading straight there. Follow it, as long as you're following your fearless leader here.
for sure.
We'll say you head that way, and as you make your way further and further south, closer to the docks, you start to see kind of the atmosphere changes. Basically the worst part of town. Less street lights, less cops. Less people in general, just kind of more shady and more shady. It is nighttime. Y'all were meeting Volo at night, but it's like the beginning of the night. It's just past dinner. Y'all were had dinner at the Yawning Portal waiting on Bolo. As you round the corner, you find yourselves on a street that's been kind of cordoned off by the city watch. Remember, those are the police guys. And kind of lying there on the street in front of them, you see about 6 corpses, dead guys. You see the same kind of tattoos that you saw before. There's some guys that have the eyeball tattoos and some guys that have the snake tattoos. One of the watch officers, they have a few of these guys kind of pinned against the wall, the survivors, and you can tell that they are currently getting arrested. One of the officers kind of eyes you and just says, "Y'all keep moving. There's nothing for y'all to see here."
Yeah, keep on walking. I tell him, good job, Biker.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Good job. Fabulous. Good job.
Y'all kind of keep on moving down further into the dock ward. Chuck knows exactly where to go, and he remembers that he's on the wrong street on Cut Alley, so he hangs a left on Black Star Lane there, and then turns right to keep going straight south on Snail Street, being one of the main thoroughfares into the dock ward. A little more populated, less run down, but still kind of steadily going down the socioeconomic ladder here the further south you get. All the way down to Fillet Lane. You'll remember Bolo told you that it was down there. And so you turn off onto Fillet and you're looking for the Skewered Dragon. As you're wandering, again, you're getting a little closer. You feel like Chuck's getting a little closer. You pass a store that kind of catches your attention. It's a kind of lavender colored purpley store with some purple smoke heading out of the doorway, the open doorway.
Is there a bench?
Is there a bench?
Yeah.
Not really a bench, but it's your typical store. Like it's got a glass front, and then the front entry door. In the little showcase area up front, you see just a big eyeball, like a stuffed eyeball. Looks like something you'd win at the fair, kind of sitting there, and that's like the sole possession that's in the store shop window. The sign on top says Old Zoblob Shop. Old Zoblob is Xoblob.
Is it the shop with the 2 P's and an E or just a P?
No, it's not that fancy. It's not the shop A.
Are there chairs inside?
Yeah, it's like a normal storefront.
I'll tell them,
Y'all
boys,
wanna?
I gotta take a breather. I've been walking way too long.
All right, hold on. Give me. Let's see if I can manage this. I think y'all aren't on this map yet, but yeah. Let's say that you make your way in here. Let me drag y'all out.
If Chuck's looking parched, I'll pull out my wine flask and hand it to him so he can hydrate.
How much wine is in there?
I mean, I'm a medium-sized dwarf, so it's enough for me.
I hand you back.
Okay. There you go.
You're welcome to it.
That
Thank you. Thank you
should
so
be
much.
kind of where y'all at. Everybody got that? Let me ping y'all here.
Yeah.
There you go. How's that?
Oh, is that the stuffed animal in the front right there?
Yeah. Kind of a big old. I mean,
It looks like a beholder.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta get up there.
Chris, I'm not sure Chuck would know that.
If you're gonna hang out, hey, does Do you know exactly where this Screw Dragon is, or are we just kind of winging it? And do we know how far away we are?
Chuck would know. Y'all are pretty close. Y'all are just kind of almost around the corner.
I would tell him, like, as I'm panning, boys, we're almost there. I can't make it. I gotta go in the thing with the eyes and the tentacle.
Okay, I'll go with you. I mean,
Also, this shop is bullshit because it doesn't have a bench out front. Who does that?
let's go see if they have somewhere for you to sit inside.
Yeah. I just need 5.
I'm gonna let you go first.
All right.
I'll open the door for you so you can walk in.
I kind of like bounce off both sides of the door frame.
All right. So as you open the door, that cloud of purple smoke kind of comes out. Every wall is painted purple, and all the knickknacks on the shelves are kind of dusty. But you notice that everything he's trying to sell is also purple. Standing behind the counter, you see a hairless old gnome kind of sitting cross-legged on the counter, and he's wearing some plum purpley colored robes, and his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple-faced eyes. He lowers his pipe, exhales his cloud of purple smoke, and he raises his hand. Come on in, guys. Come and browse the shelves. This is the most curious curiosity shop in the world.
I'll walk over to him.
Can I go in? I mean, I didn't think I was.
I'll just compliment his store and say that the store just has a wonderful aura about it, and you yourself have a wonderful presence. How long have you been here?
Oh, I've been here as long as I can remember. I mean, it's called Old Zoblob Shop for a reason.
Oh, you certainly don't look that old.
He does look pretty old. He's an old deep gnome.
Yeah, but I'm telling that. Trying to get a deal here.
I've probably taken the closest seat by the door, so I don't have to walk any further than I have to.
Yeah.
There you go.
Uh,
And it's not really a seat as much as it is like an old purple chest that creaks very loudly when you sit down on it.
So if I just ask him what is the general I guess category of items that he might sell here? He said curious items. Is it magical? Is it weapons? Is it potions?
You look around and it basically looks like a purple tourist shop. You know, there's like some keychains with some random names on it. There's a pair of flip-flops that are purple, but they say something about how the water's always deep and water deep. You know, it looks like every beach, seaside tourist shop you've ever been in.
Okay. Well, I'll browse for a minute and then go back to him. Like, I've been in Waterdeep for quite a while, and I understand what you're doing here, and it's probably pretty lucrative for your business. Not what we're interested in. So, unless you have something of greater value or more importance, I think we're going to have to keep moseying on.
Well, since you're the one talking to him directly, he kind of looks at you and he goes, You don't look like you belong in this part of town, good sir. You know, I think you need to head further north, back up to the castle ward, or maybe even higher. What are you doing down here on this part of town?
Well, I'm on very important business, and we were just stopping by for my friend to take a rest, and I've never seen this shop, so I just thought it was curious that you had what I know of a beholder.
Oh, make me I guess, what is that? Just plain history check. Sure, go for it. Oh, you're the one that nailed the 20 last time, though, so I think you kind of got the picture.
Oh, geez.
It's a 2 now, so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know that what Xanathar is a beholder, but you don't know what a beholder is. And you know somehow you do remember somehow that the 9 or 10 eyes on all the tattoos is significant.
So what I'll say is I'll just say it's curious you have a physical representation of all the tattoos I've seen here lately on very many people around town.
Oh, he goes, oh, I don't have anything to do with that riffraff. I'm an upstanding business person. I just sell things out of my shop. I'm here all the time. I kind of see the happenings out in the street, but I stay right here in my shop.
Yeah, what happened? What's been happening lately in the streets?
Oh, I don't know if you saw on your way in, but I heard that there was a big fight between those goons that call themselves the Xanathar Guild, and then some other group of criminals on the streets. And then the City Watch luckily kind of came in and stepped in. They're not down here very often, but at least they were here tonight to stop that madness.
City watches serves their purpose. I'm glad they were here. They don't often this side of town.
He's looking. Let me ask you this: who here has anything purple on them?
I'm
Does
black and gold.
Anybody have any purple items in their possession that he can see?
I feel like I'm all brown.
Yeah. Just clothes or a hat, or scarf, anything.
I can do a cantrip, minor illusion, like a purple scarf.
He sees you create it just kind of out of thin air. Yeah, he's interested. He's looking right at it, and he kind of reaches out for it. You can tell he's interested. He wants to kind of hold it.
No touching.
Mm. Well, I mean,
Do I see all this while my fat ass is sitting on the chest over there?
Do what? What'd you say?
So do I see any of this while my fat ass is sitting across the way?
Yeah. Y'all are just all in the shop watching what's going on.
I'd say, "Oh, old man, why are you worried about the purple?"
Oh, it's the best color in the world. I make it a point to only kind of sell purple items in my shop, if you'll notice. And then if you haven't noticed so far, you turn around and everything on the shelves is just some color of purple, some shade of purple. And then you notice that him, again, he's like mostly dressed in purple, and even the smoke out of his cigars or his pipe is coming out purple. He very much gives off like a dude vibe from Big Lebowski.
Okay. Well,
I tried.
I don't know if you have anything we need, but we appreciate the information. Do you have any crystals or potions or something that's not overly expensive? I'd like to at least pay you for your time and perhaps patron your product.
Oh yeah. Let me go. And he pulls out from under the counter just a little basket, basically of polished rocks. They're all purple.
Ooh,
And he starts kind of laying a few of the bigger ones out on the table in front of him. This one right here. This one is 3 gold. It's the best one I've got.
3 gold?
Mm-hmm.
What does it do for you?
Well, I mean, it's heavy, and you could probably use it to you can see him pick it up and put it on a sheet of paper. He's like, you could probably keep that from flying away in the wind, with it, or you could carry it, or you could put it in your pockets. Yeah, you could talk to it if you want to. And you see him kind of pull a rock out of his pocket and kind of whisper to it and put it back.
Does it talk back here?
No, it's a rock.
No. I'll tell you what. I'll slide him. What's half a gold? 10 copper? Silver?
5 copper. 5 silver.
5 silver. I'll slide him 5 silver, and tell him if keep his ear to the ground, and perhaps we'll come back with some purple items in the future that we could perhaps barter.
As
So
soon as
we-
you hand him a little coin, you see his demeanor change a little bit, and he looks at you with a little more like knowing look than he has been looking at you, and he goes, "You're looking for that guy, aren't you?"
We are.
He goes, "Well, I wish I had more information for you,
Mhm.
but I saw him," and he just looks at you.
From across the way, I'd say, "You talking about Floon?"
You see him, he doesn't say anything, and this time he picks up that extra rock and he puts it in his pocket and he just kind of holds his hand out looking at you.
How much was this rock right here? I'll look at the big one. The one he
The
said
big one?
was-
The biggest rock I have, probably about 10 gold.
No.
Well, I don't have 10 gold on me, but I can give you what I already gave you plus another 2 gold. What does that give me?
Give me
Besides the rock.
give me a persuasion check. Oh, you just hit the DC. It's literally in the book. That's what it says, 13. Damn it. Now my computer froze. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
That's not good.
All right. Yeah. So he takes the gold. He pockets it real quick. He goes, "Yeah, you're looking for that guy that was with that snobby writer guy. They were walking down here. They were at the Skewered Dragon. Is that who you're talking about? The other guy that looks like you? It looks like he doesn't belong down here."
If you want to put it that way, then yes.
I mean, no offense to you. You just, you look like you don't belong down here. He kind of looks at the dark robed figure in the back and kind of points and, like he looks like he probably belongs down here. And he says, "Yeah, I saw him. I saw him a couple days ago. They walked down to the dragon, the Skewer Dragon. They were drinking down there, and then fancy wizard rider guy walked off by himself.
Fancy wizard. What?
The famous one, the one with the books.
Do you have a name for him?
Oh, it's on every book. Like, hold on, it's like Victor. Yeah, that guy. Anyway, he walked down with that guy, and then he turned around and he walked out without him. So they were at this dragon together. I know that, but yeah, they definitely left separate. He kind of stops his story with that.
Do I get the rock?
He tosses you the rock.
I'll put the rock in my pocket. All right. Well, that's where we're headed. If you see anything else, just make a mental note of it or write it down.
Before you leave, he turns and he says he reaches behind the counter and he pulls out. He goes, "Well, could I interest you in some of this paper?" And it's just like a sheet of purple paper. And he sets it on the counter in front of him, slides it out to you.
I'll tell you what, if your information leads to any fruitful benefits for us, then I'll be back and I'll purchase some paper from you.
How much for the paper?
10 gold.
10 gold for a sheet of paper?
Special sheet of paper.
All right.
It goes with that ink we tried to get years ago.
Putting blood salt? Well, what was your name? I'm sorry.
Zoblab.
Terrible names. Yeah,
With the next.
Zoblab.
Zoblab.
It's been a pleasure, and again, this place is
Purple.
purple.
You don't
It's
want
fun.
paper? Okay. Takes the paper,
It's
slides it back
fun.
in the counter, puts it
Well,
away.
I don't have 10 gold on me. If there's a favor we could do for you, if there's anything you need, We're quite good at getting things done.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to trade anything purple for the paper, maybe we could work out a deal.
Noted. Noted. Apparently, don't this purple on me. So I don't think I do.
All right. Well, I appreciate your patronage, good sir. Be safe out there.
We will try.
And he kind of goes back to literally counting rocks in his little bucket and smoking on his pipe.
I get up and there's literally like a photo negative copy of my ass crack there from all the sweat. It's disgusting.
All right. Are we heading out of Zoblob's shop?
Please.
Okay. Well, then we are going to we'll go ahead and make our way a little further down the road. Y'all were as Zoblob pointed out, y'all were just basically a block away from the old skewered dragon. You continue walking your way around the corner. You hit there, and you're in the right place because it just looks like a shithole. It's a dive bar for dive bar people. On the front of it, like all the windows are kind of smashed out. It's a unique feature that Chuck knows because he's probably been there before, or at least heard of it. Is there is an anchor from a boat stuck to the roof, basically as like a sign. Instead of having a sign that says a skewer dragon, there's just a boat anchor up there above the door.
So I tell him, hey fellas, this is it. You could tell from the anchor.
And inside you hear just not really music, just drunk people shuffling about, like some sad cats meowing in the background trying to get some scraps off the bar. This is not anything like the Yawning Portal, but hey, they serve beer here.
Oh, let's go in.
Yeah.
Let's go look for food.
So y'all head in, y'all make your way into the Skewered Dragon. You walk in, like I kind of mentioned, there's a few patrons around. They're there just kind of behind the bar is a bartender. He's polishing the same spot on the bar just with a dirty rag, just kind of wiping it over and over again. Just absentmindedly. You can definitely get like the 7-Eleven clerk vibe. Like he just doesn't want to be there. He wants to be anywhere but at work. There's like 4 or 5 people in here. It's not very crowded.
Do they take notice of us as we come in, or is it just random people walking in?
Not really. They're all there. There's like one table with a couple people at it. Everybody else is just kind of by themselves, drinking alone at a table at the bar.
I'll go to the bartender.
Yeah.
And
he looks at you, same kind of story. He looks at you kind of like Zoblob did and kind of does a double take. And what can I help you with, sir?
Well, I'm Jean Gerard, and you are?
Oh, the name is Dave.
What's the name of this bar?
Dave?
My name's Chuck. I like a man with one syllable.
That's right. We're simple down here. We're simple folk in the dock ward.
You're damn
My
right.
dad grew up on the boat. I grew up on the boat. I blew out my knee and my back, so now I 10 bars. So what do you want to drink?
Yes.
What's the name of this bar?
Whatever the house special.
The Skewered Dragon.
Skewered Dragon.
Dave, bartender. Whatever your house special is.
He kind of gives you like a side eye, like the one elbow, the one eyebrow cocks up, and he reaches behind him to the one cask that's behind the bar and pours you a glass and puts it in front of you.
How about make it 4, and one for yourself.
He goes, now you're talking, and he fills it up and hands him out.
Make sure you get yourself one as well.
He goes, that'll be 5 silver.
And them 5 silver. And I'll stack another 5 next to it. And ask him if he has seen anyone by the description. Do we know what Vol looks like?
If you just from last time, Volo. Well, yeah, I mean, you can describe Volo to him if you want, but if you're talking about
You're looking for Floon, right?
Floon, Volo's friend Floon,
Sorry, yeah.
what Volo told you was that he was tall and blonde and a good-looking young human man.
I'll just be like, have you seen any tall, blonde men that are as handsome as myself?
I mean, for a human, yeah. There was. You're talking about those guys that were here a couple nights ago, yeah.
Yeah, the guy with his name all over the books. Polo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he looked familiar. We don't read many books down here, but I've heard people talk about that guy.
Yeah, he was here though, huh?
Yeah, they were here maybe 2 or 3 nights ago. I think I gave them some beers. They were here late, drinking real loud. They were like happy and stuff. And then you see one of the guys at the bar just like shaking his head down, like not even looking at y'all.
They were happy regarding. Do you have any insight of why they were so happy?
I mean, I don't know. They just seemed to be having a good time drinking beer and talking and laughing. And I couldn't really hear what they were talking about. They sat kind of in the front over at one of the tables there.
Yeah, are they staying in town?
I don't know. I think, and you see him turn over like to the guy with his head down, shaking his head. He goes, I don't know. Tim, what do you think, Tim? Didn't one of them leave? Who left? Somebody left early, and Tim just mumbles something that nobody can understand. And then Dave just like, yeah, that's right. And he said, yeah, I think the writer guy Volo, he left early. Flynn was here, but I think he had somebody else joined him here. They were still here drinking, and they were here late. Man, I had to ask them to leave.
Yeah, Tim, was it?
The guy at the end of the bar, he just kind of like barely gets his head up out of his beer.
No.
And he just burps and kind of looks back down at his beer.
So Tim, he's been here for a minute, huh?
Oh, Tim? Yeah, he comes every day. Gets off the boat. He comes, takes his day's wages, and he gives them to me. I try and feed him every once in a while, but he just wants beer.
Looks like he's mission.
Cholo wants to do the other guy. You know what happened to him after they left, do you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of am stuck in the bar, but I kicked everybody out, even Tim. I mean, I kicked everybody out. It was late. It was after midnight. I had to go to bed, but I had to clean up. I had to clean up and stuff and lock up. You know, bunch of hoodlums out there trying to break in and steal my beer and food.
Not a good deal. You stayed here on premises, or you got a place elsewhere?
I mean, yeah, I live here. I live upstairs.
Okay. Well, I don't know, Dave. We're really looking for this Flume guy.
Maybe
gone, shut down, huh?
Oh man, who knows? A guy like that, dressed like that time of night, drunk. Who knows what happened to him? And then at that, Tim kind of laughs a little. You hear him under his breath. Yeah, chip off the block, that old guy.
Off the block of what?
It was that me, Tim.
Huh?
Off the block of what? Tim?
You talking about those fancy, no good, goody two shoes, silver spoon up their butt guys that were here the other day?
Yeah. Tim, I'll buy you another drink if you tell me what you know. Did you see him when you were leaving?
I mean, they got what's coming to them. Is all I'm saying. I don't know, what happened to them or whatever, but as far as I know, they were leaving. Is all I know. And he just kind of looks at you.
But you said they got what they had coming to them, so obviously something happened to them.
Are you a cop? You look like a cop. You don't look like you belong here. You look like a cop.
No.
I'm not going to. And you see him just kind of take his beer and kind of turn his head. He's looking away from you. He's just drinking his beer, kind of giving you the side eye.
I don't think the cop would be down here looking for these guys.
He's drinking his beer.
I'm gonna put my hand over Tim's beer, not gently.
You see, you kind of push it back down on the table in front of him. Yeah. You see him try and fight you for a minute, pick it up, and you're just it's like a paperweight. You're just holding it there, and
it sloshes
finally
on the hand that I have on top of it. And I grab it in my other hand, and then I wipe the slosh off on his face. And I say, Timothy, just tell us, what did they have coming for him? What happened?
You can see in his eyes he wants to fight you, but you can tell. So give me that was a good one. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh boy. That's one.
Oh yeah. He just he says, you know what? You can have that beer.
And as soon as he says you can have that beer, I'll be like, Tim, listen, I'll get you another beer. My friend,
He kind of perks up a little.
My friend here is going to drink this one,
and I do in one chug.
And he just as you drink it, he just goes, "I got a cold sore."
I don't think you have anything my friend here is worried about, Tim.
Me,
I mean,
all right. Dave brings him a fresh beer, and he's kind of perking up a little. He's drinking his beer. He's like, "You want to hear about that guy over there? That goody two shoes, no good, never worked a day in his life, little lily peppered guy." Now, let me tell you about him. What happened was they were down here drinking. There was three of them. It wasn't two of them. There was three of them. They were down here drinking. And the old guy, the wizardy looking guy, whatever, he left. He said he had to go write a book or something. And the other two, the younger guys, they were down here drinking. And I don't know if you know who the boss around here is right now, the open hand. But it's his son. His son's name, Never something, Never Ember. That's his name. It was his son is down here drinking with that other goody two shoes guy. And anyway, they're the ones. They left together. They both got out of here when Dave here said it was time for me to go pass out in the alley.
So
that's what I did. I followed him out of there, and then I passed out.
You followed them out, and they went. I know it's a tough recall here, but you followed them out, and they went where? Just a different direction.
No, I mean they were walking down the street. I was walking with them. I was trying to see maybe they got some coin or something. So I was following them. Maybe something fall out of their pocket. These guys came up and hit them. Wasn't me. I'm not a violent guy. I mean, I let this guy steal my beer, right? But they got attacked. That's the word. They got attacked.
That's very eloquently put. So the gentleman that attacked them.
Oh, it was five. It was five of them.
Oh, 5 of them.
What do they look like? Do they have any tattoos?
Tattoos?
He looks at you like crazy. Like he's looking at your arm. He's looking down at your arm, see if you got any tattoos. Why are you asking about tattoos?
We've seen.
Yeah, they had tattoos. Of course, they had tattoos. We're all sailors here. They had tattoos, but they all had the same tattoo, which is kind of weird to me. I mean, he showed you his tattoos. He's like, but these guys, they all had snakes on their arms.
And he's fallen Never member or his son?
Yeah, that little prick, the son of Neverember. And now all of you as Water Davians know that Neverember is not the current open hand of Waterdeep. He's the former open hand of Waterdeep. Lady Silverhand is the current overlord of Waterdeep.
Mm.
But Lord Neverember was before her, and he got kicked out for corruption. He stole all the gold out of the treasury. So yeah, it was his son. It was the open lord is his son. They got taken. They got beat up and drug off somewhere down that way.
Did these guys know who they were attacking? Did it seem like they had targeted him in particular, or was it just a random act of violence?
I mean, yeah. One of them was like, "Yeah, Tim, get him." Which one is it? I don't know. Take them both. Something like that.
Interesting. These snake tattoo guys, do they have a local place that they hang out?
Tim goes, "I don't know." He starts drinking his fresh beer.
I mean, you got to know something, Tim.
Come on.
Dave is over here, and Dave is over here in this. He goes, "You're looking for those Zentarium guys, aren't you? The snake tattoos." Because yeah, they all hang out over there. They all hang out over there in Candle Lane.
Candle Lane.
Just a few blocks away. You'll know. It's the lane that has only one candle at the end of the street, no other lights on it. It's an old rundown shack of a street.
Not like this fine establishment.
He just starts counting his silver, and he goes, "I'm going to let that slide because you're new here and you clearly don't belong." But yeah, not like this place. I mean, they probably have some kind of hideout there or something. You know, who knows? If I was y'all, if y'all were looking for this guy, whoever it said you're looking for, that's probably where he went. He probably got taken there.
Yeah. Okay. Tim, thankfully,
So we just know this guy is Neverember's son. He didn't have a name, just open lord.
Dave will chime in because Tim is just like you've gotten all the English you're going to get out of Tim tonight. Yeah, Dave says, Neverember's son. It's what's his name? Rainier Neverember. That's his name.
Rainier.
I think he didn't get kicked out. His dad, got kicked out, went up to Neverwinter or whatever. But I think Rainier still lives around here.
so the son of the former open lord of Waterdeep lives in the dock ward.
No, come on. He's up there. He's up north somewhere past the castle ward. But again, here we are, you fancy people coming down here into the dock ward. You look like you're just trying to get mugged, honestly, if it was me. I'm not saying I'm going to mug you. I work here. But y'all be careful out there.
And he said,
Candle
Street? Candle what?
Candle Lane.
Candle Lane.
All right. Well, I guess we'll head out, guys. Unless y'all have other business. I don't know if Krieger needs anything here.
Any old people to kill?
Hey, old people. I was just clearing the way. It could have been a child.
Could have been a child. A dog, a kitten.
I was just trying to clear a path.
Once we get to Candle Lane, Krieger's going to perk up a little bit.
All right. Anything else at the Skewer Dragon? Anybody got any other ideas? I think you got another. Your lead has led on to a new lead there, boys. This would be the dun da dun da sound in the video game.
Yeah.
I grabbed Tim.
All right, y'all.
And behind your back, you're under arrest. We are the cops.
You see him? He just pees his pants.
Exactly. Then I walk off.
To be fair, he was probably not because
It's really appealing. Like,
Dave,
like, better.
you see Dave yell in the back and get some like poor kid with a mop comes running out of the back. All right, y'all are back out on the street. Y'all are back out on where were we? Fillet Lane, and you've got a new destination, Candle Lane.
Candle Lane.
I'm trying to read these.
And y'all can either wander around aimlessly, or somebody who's lived here for a while can make a check and see if they know where it's at.
I'll look at Chuck. You did so good getting here.
I'll be happy to make a check. Is it another history check or?
Yeah, we'll call it history or survival. You're looking for your way, kind of like.
Cass is gonna walk back in the bar real fast.
Another natural one.
Yeah,
Can Cass walk back in the bar real fast?
yeah.
Okay. Hey Dave, which way's Candle Lane?
You gotta head over. It's north.
North.
Head out Fillet Lane. Take a left on the Way of the Dragon, and just go north.
Sweet. Thank you, man.
It's right here on the map.
All right, y'all have your destination. It's still early. I mean, it took y'all probably 30, 40 minutes to walk down there. You got stopped by the cops for a minute. You spent maybe 5 or 10 minutes in the shop, and then that little interaction probably took 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah, it's still real early in the night. Probably not even midnight yet. Maybe 10 o'clock-ish. The night is yours.
Let's go scope out Candle Lane.
Yeah. Well, kind of as it was described, you're walking north. You're looking for the street that has just the one lonely candle at the end of it, and no other real lights. And you head down, like the buildings are getting taller and kind of packed in closer together, very much like a Diagon Alley Harry Potter vibe. And you see it. You finally see it. You come into what has to be it. There's just a layer of gloom that envelops a really narrow alley, and it's just dark in there. And then, it smells like Mardi Gras in the quarter. There's definitely fresh urine and vomit everywhere. People clearly stop here on their walk up the Way of the Dragon to just pee on the walls. There's only one light way down at the end. It's a faint flickering light, and this is clearly Candle Lane. Up to y'all.
How far away is that candle? Can we assume?
You can make it out. It's probably maybe 100 feet, couple 100 feet in.
Okay, so there's a short lane.
Yeah, it's not like a through, but it's just a little alley, basically.
It's a dead end.
Lane is a generous term. Yeah, it's kind of a dead end.
Okay. Can we make an investigation check to see how many doors we can make out, or if we can't?
Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
Let me, pull my. I don't know if I'm the one that should be doing this, but I'll do it. No, I'm not, but that's fine.
There's doors. Probably, I don't know, 5 or 10. There's like a hill at the end. It kind of goes up and around a little corner at the end of the street where the candle is.
Yeah.
At the end of the street, there's like a little bit of a bigger building. It's not just a house or something. It's got a couple of that particular building has some different, doors and stuff on it.
Okay.
Anybody else want to look, or y'all want to walk down closer and look again, or what y'all want?
I can take a look, see.
All right. Yeah, there you go. So with that, Krieger kind of peeks his head around the corner and looks in too, and Mark. You see at the end of the street in that house, that building at the end of the street with the hill that curves around it. It looks bigger. It looks more like a warehouse. There's a little yard with some wagons out front, and over the double door on the side of the building is painted, not on a sign, just kind of painted on the side of the building, is a little black snake with wings.
You're lucky you found it.
Snake with wings. That's not good. It's the Zentarium, right?
There you go.
And that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Well, I mean,
What's the best approach here? I think, obviously, I don't fit in here. I've gathered that from our last couple of encounters.
well, I damn sure don't. But I mean,
Well, to be fair, neither do either the two people that you're, well, now two people that you're looking for.
Well, we can do the direct approach, or we can try to circumvent.
Well, I'll tell you what, you don't see, I mean, unless you want to take a closer look, you don't see another way, quote unquote, way in. So you just start making your way kind of down the lane, just getting a closer look. As you come in, there, it's not just the one light at the end of the street. There are around this building, there's a couple more street lights. So there's a little more light than everybody says, but you realize it's just more the appearance you get from the main road looking in. There's just the one little light down there. As you get a little closer, there's, like I said, the road kind of curves and goes up a little hill around this building, and there's a little more light to be had down there once you get down there. So y'all kind of make your way to the edge of the shadow, and you kind of find yourself.
Is there anybody out front of this Zentarium place, or is it just quiet?
Yeah, give me a perception now that you're closer. It'll be a little lower DC.
Okay.
You hit it, sir. No, it's bone quiet. It's empty on the streets. There's nothing even around. Even though there's a little light around this building, there's nobody out there on the streets. It's all quiet. Little black cat runs across the street in front of you. Yeah, there's a couple windows. I tell you what, we're kind of here now, so here you go.
Is this candlelight, or is this,
yeah,
like,
y'all are kind of huddled under that one candle that you can see. So the main road is more back here to the bottom left, right? So y'all walked in this way, and to this one candle that you could see from the road, and to your right now, in front of you, you see that little fence there with a gate. And there's a couple wagons in front. There's a couple windows. There's the big doors in front of you, kind of right in front of you, that have the black snake symbol painted on it. And around to the north side of the map is where that hill goes up and around to what you presume to be the front main office of this building. So you're kind of approaching from the rear, basically, of this warehouse.
Is the gate unlocked?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
The windows that we're seeing on the map, are they into the building? Can we tell that's the same building that we're trying to get?
Yeah. Those windows there in that courtyard, those point into the warehouse.
I would like to stealthily go to the gate and at least peer through the windows to see what we
Okay,
can see.
little stealth action. Go for it.
I don't know if this is going to be great or not. It's going to be terrible. Yep. I'm saving the good rolls for later.
Okay. As you kind of hop the fence, you kind of fall loudly on your face,
Mm-hmm.
and get up.
Well, I will certainly go take a look through this window.
Okay.
Thinking, oh,
yeah, you head in and look in the window. I don't think you really kind of see very much.
I can see some stuff things. At least did this one.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really, I guess, hear a lot of commotion or anything going on in there. Give me a perception check now that you're at the window.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah, you don't really hear much. I mean, I guess you can see what you can see, but that's really it. Anybody else? Anybody else doing anything?
Real quick, just refresh me. I was downstairs having to deal with something. Who's the second person we're now looking for?
So there
missing
was,
for
you
that.
found out that it wasn't 2 people drinking at the bar, it was 3, and Volo left, and the 2 younger guys that kind of looked similar, one of whom you assume is Floon, Volo's friend, and the second one you heard from the bartender and from the patrons at the other bar. That one is also recognizable. He was Rainier Neverember. He's the Lord Neverember's son, the former open lord who got kicked out for stealing all the gold.
Gotcha. So they're both
Yeah.
missing, believed to be here.
Well, they're both missing, yeah. And the patron at the other bar told you that, yeah, he saw them get jumped by a bunch of Zentarium guys. And then the bartender pointed you here.
Gotcha.
They only jumped.
Yeah, I mean, Krieger, I looked through the window. There's some dead people in there, and shit looks bad.
So you kind of broke up.
Also, I'll just say I looked through the window, and it looks like to be some dead people in there on the floor. There's blood, and the place seems to be a mess. But I did not. So
Yeah.
maybe you can see them.
Is the door unlocked? I want to check the door.
Okay. You're going to just go bang on the door,
stealthily
or what are you
check
doing?
the door, like, just give it like a little wiggle. Let's see if it's
Yeah,
unlocked.
go for it.
Is it the
Well,
knob or is it just a pull thing?
these are like big barn doors for getting the wagons in and out.
Oh, so they slide open.
So, yeah.
Yeah. They kind of slide back like barn doors.
Do they slide outwards toward us or inwards?
No, like along the wall. They like slide open.
Okay, yeah, I got you on rails. I got you. Then I'll stealthily try to put a peek and push it open a little bit. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of well, actually, you try and do that. You try and stealthily push it open, and you feel that it's locked.
It's locked.
It's not moving.
Yeah.
I'll break the window.
Yep. I figure. I mean, maybe try to slide it open. But
Okay. Krieger's cracking the window.
Yeah, I'll break the window.
All right, give me a strength check.
This glass made of adamantium.
Hey, everything's got a story, baby.
All right, here.
You might be magically reinforced. You don't know. You're level 1.
17.
17.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. This is normal glass. You crush it.
Damn.
I had faith in my elbow.
If you want, after you've popped this glass, you can reach in and find the latch.
Oh yeah, and I step in.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, I was trying to hit the little right button, but it wouldn't do it. So there we go. There we go.
I see Krieger go in. I'm going to go in after him.
Yeah.
Did you unlock the
Go for
program? We able to sneak through the window.
I step out of the way a little bit to allow my compadre in, and I assume the dead body and the rest of the stuff that's in kind of disarray that I'm able to see.
Yeah, it's
I'm
everybody.
gonna go up to the body.
Sure, go for it.
I'm gonna bend down, and I mean, it looks like blood on the map, but I'm assuming it looks non-responsive. So I'm gonna, I guess, do the Faerunian version of checking for a pulse.
Yeah, no, this guy's dead. He's been dead for a little, but it's not like 2 days dead. Like you're assuming this happened 2 days ago, but this is
Right.
definitely fresher. This body is not warm, but it's not room temperature
Okay,
yet.
I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna
The
go
blood
through
is
his
kind of
pocket.
congealed. Yeah, yeah, sure, whatever. Investigation for me if you want. I don't care.
Unlock this barn door.
Well, here, but while
Inside.
Krieger hops in and feels a pulse, and then is feeling this guy up. What's everybody else doing?
I'm waiting for somebody to unlock the door.
I want to try to unlock the door from the inside.
Oh yeah, it's just a simple latch. You reach the latch and open the latch. There you go.
Flip it.
Yeah, sure. Now, Chuck, if you'd like to, y'all can manipulate these doors. By the way, if you want to open it, go for it.
16
Oh, yeah,
on my investigation.
You find this guy is while you're pickpocketing him, you happen to notice this guy has a snake tattoo on his forearm, and he's got like a dagger and a couple of gold on him. That's it. Nothing exciting.
An investigation or perception check to see what the hell happened here to make a deduction.
Yeah, I tell you what. Where do you stand right there by the door? You walking in to look around? What are you doing?
Surveying the scene from what I can see with the dark vision that I have. Is this
You see? I mean, from your vantage right now, you can see several dead bodies. Yeah. Probably 5 or 6.
Is it something that, like, is it a weapon attack or is it monster attack? Is it what?
Yeah, no. These are slashes and stabs.
Okay, so it was a violent attack by some malicious intent. Gotcha. And the people on the ground.
Any
tattoos.
Anybody else? Everybody's inside, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going over to this other dead body.
Bodies are there?
There's about 5 or 6 you can see in this main room.
That was I saw Ponda. I saw a little circle all of a sudden. I was going to say, "Oh, I freeze."
Yeah. Here, now that everybody's in here, hold on. I got a little. Let's see. In the main room that y'all are all in now, you have tables and chairs that are just strewn about. You've got the corpses of several men, up to a dozen men, just lining the walls and the floor. They have rapiers and daggers of their own that are lying useless beside them. You look up, and it's like a 2-story structure. There's a balcony that kind of lines the edge above, and then I think a couple of you can see from where you're at. There's some stairs up on the north side of the building. Yeah, I see 'em. But as y'all are making your way in and kind of pushing around and settling in, Kess, it looks like you're the closest. Kess gets what's your AC?
Yeah.
AC.
What's your AC, Brock?
Trying to get there. 11. That's a 10.
11 is your AC?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 6 points of piercing damage. An arrow sticks you right in the chest.
Okay.
And then you also take another 6 points.
Yeah, this is cast right here.
Yep. And then you hear, as you hear Kess, I assume, fall to the floor unconscious, you hear a commotion to the north side of the building, and out come 4 creatures that look like little humanoids, but they have bird legs and bird feet and bird faces. And you hear kind of one of them exclaim in a voice that's not really theirs. Like imagine like a parrot, but you hear kill anybody that gets in here. One of the Kenku, the bird people, says to the others. And you see 2 of the 4 are reloading their short bows that they had. So that was a surprise round. It wasn't meant to knock anybody unconscious.
Well,
but,
when I said that's tentative,
we are in initiative, sir.
Yeah, when I said that was tentative, I hadn't added any armor. I think I can use light armor, but I didn't put that on. Still, I'm down. I didn't do it. So. I left
All
that
right,
off.
let's let me.
So are you down, Brock?
Yeah.
Everybody, give me some initiative here, folks.
All right.
We're gonna start round 1. Oh, is everybody in? Yeah, we're gonna start round 1 with Rock on the ground. John Koo is not here. Dernan is not here. Yagra is not here. Oh, this is the old turn order. So we have Kess, Chuck, Jean, and Krieger. Yep, and Jean's in there twice.
What fucking garbage.
I just added myself with 17.
Yeah, that's my fault. Hold on. Here, let's just make it easy. Can I erase this whole thing? Remove all turns. Okay. Confirm. Clear. All right. Everybody add themselves again if you don't mind.
I'm gonna roll again just to add myself. And,
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you take here is fine.
Can I have my original roll?
Rolled the same thing twice.
So we get to take the new initiative that we rolled?
It's fine.
Okay.
I didn't have it set up.
Great.
So whatever. You can have whatever you want at this point. Let's see. The 4
27.
Cass, go ahead and give me one, Cass. Even though you're technically down, you're still in the combat because you're not dead
Yeah.
per se.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, they changed it. Okay.
Okay. Clicky. Advance. Advance. Round 1. The Genku go first. They charge. Let's see. 30 feet of movement. This first one, blue guy charges Jean and makes a short sword attack. 13 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, 6 points of damage.
Good campaign, yes.
The second one, charge Chuck, and again, short sword. 12 to hit.
Nope. Misses. Is this supposed to be rolling on our end? I don't see anything.
Oh, no, these are all to the GM. That's weird. Okay. I don't know how to change that. I'm sure that's a setting somewhere.
It
No,
defaults to that.
You don't have to worry about it now.
And then I guess the green one in the back kind of slides over to the end and takes a short bow attack at Krieger for an 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
5 points of damage. And the last one steps over and sees that Chuck didn't take any damage. Takes a short bow attack at him.
It's
16 to hit. 4 points of damage.
It didn't change.
All right. And old Jean Gerard, you're up first for the old players.
It's
Yeah.
not changing. It's not changing my bar.
My bar's not changing
Yeah.
either.
Oh,
but
I've got it changed on mine. It's 5 out of 10. I see it.
Yeah, mine
It's not changing on mine.
didn't take on mine either. But I know what I have.
No, it's just being super slow. Everybody's has changed. John's got 4 points. Kenku's got 10. Krieger's got 5.
I'll just firebolt the guy right in front of me.
Yeah. Now that's a ranged attack, isn't it?
It's a cantrip.
Just click the spell up there for me. I think it is a ranged attack. Show description. Well, yeah. So I mean, it's ranged spell attack. So it's disadvantage if he's right in front of you. If that's what you want to do, unless you have spell sniper. I think that's the one.
I don't have spell sniper. I tell you what, I will. I have a weapon, I guess, or I have a dagger. I'm not supposed to be in melee with anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I'll hit with a dagger. I'll hit him with a dagger.
Yeah, 7 misses.
That's all I got.
Anything else? Movement bonus? Okay.
No, not right now. I'm level
Krieger,
1. Don't have one.
Krieger's up.
Okay. Oh, there it is. +5. All right, this little guy right here. I'll stand next to the guy that looks like the. Yeah, zoom in some. Can't see who that is. Was that Chris, the guy in the blue token?
Yeah.
I'll make I don't have my spells in here, so it'll just be +5 to whatever this is. So 8. That'll miss.
Yeah. Anything else? Yellow.
Sorry, my daughter called me and apparently I
Oh.
couldn't. No, yeah, with that missing, I'm not. That's it.
All right. All right, Cass. First battle, second battle. Let's have a death save.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Let me get there. Where is that death saves?
It's a D20.
Yeah.
Just a regular old D20.
10 or above, sir.
I
10 or
know,
above.
I'm trying to get to there. Oh no.
Oh,
That's 1.
that would be a failure.
Yep.
Okay. Chuck, you're up, sir.
Well, I don't have any healing potions, so I'm gonna rage and hit this guy in front of me.
Yeah.
With my great axe. 13.
13 hits. Just barely.
10 points of damage.
Yeah, he's looking rough. You did a good job.
Yep, that's all we got.
Oh, you don't get 2 hits?
I
Not right
don't
now.
think so.
Not yet. Well, the guy in front of you is certainly an inch shorter than he was and definitely bleeding across his chest where the great axe slashed into it.
I'm gonna move around over here.
Yeah. Little flanky flank. Like it. Round 2. Kenkus are up. Blue guy is going to take a swing at Jean Girard. I wish there was a way for me to do these as open rolls. You might know how to change
Yeah,
that.
just click on their character sheet, and then
Yeah.
there'll be a drop-down menu that says roll to all. There'll be roll to DM. You have to click in the options menu.
Options, yeah. Or edit.
Yeah, maybe edit.
Or the circle with the wheel.
Circle with the wheel, I think. Been a minute
Yeah.
since I've done. And then there's going to be an option for show rolls.
Oh, yeah. Name, show, whisper rolls. No. Never whisper rolls. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, shit. Kenku coming back at you. Short sword attack again. See if this shows up. There we go. 11 to hit.
Is that? I'm going to shield.
Yeah. Okay.
For a miss.
So he's just going to stand there and take a hit, and you'll use I guess a reaction to shield it, and then second Kenku, red guy almost dead is going to hit the guy that hit him. Short sword.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Ooh, these guys are rolling, y'all. 7 points of damage.
Half. So we're rolling down.
Oh yeah, so 3, right? Yep, you're raging. Yeah. The other 2, yeah, in the back are going to take their target at the obvious tank now. 14 to hit.
Yep, that makes it.
Nice. Oh, it hit it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
2 more.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then
That
last guy hit. Yeah, miss. Okay, good. All right. Whew. Boys.
9 damage. What the hell are these guys rolling?
It's a D6 plus 3 for damage.
I mean, they're all rolling lights out.
Jean Girard, you are up. No, wait. No, it's your turn. You're after the king.
Everything I have is a range spell attack. Of actual spells. That is a guy in front of me. It's a futile attempt.
Nope.
Yep.
Anything else?
I feel like I have to get out of here. I can't take any more damage. I'm just gonna stay right here. I can't take an opportunity attack here.
All right, Krieger, you're up. You've got the 2 guys in the back with their short bows. You've got the almost dead one in front of Chuck, and then a fairly unscathed one in front of Jean Girard.
Lagging. All right, let's put it here. It's there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Little flanking. Float, go for it.
Well, I was supposed to move one square, but then it didn't work. I hit it again, and then it double moved. All right. So I'm gonna draw from there. Let's see here. I'm going to and Chris. That
Oh
this
yeah,
one's
he's
wounded.
mostly dead.
Oh, okay. And I'll just pull the dead for him. He's got to make a wisdom save of 13 or better.
Yeah.
Makes it.
Okay.
Okay. Kess, roll number 2, sir.
Yep, I got you. It's not going to be over a 10, guaranteed.
Oh no.
One more, I'll be out.
I mean, I don't want to kill somebody in the first fight. Chuck, do something, Chuck.
Yeah, right.
You were
I'm
there.
gonna
You were
flank this
flanking already.
Back
Yeah.
and
Give me a swing with advantage. Let's knock the kid out.
15.
15 hits,
7
sir.
points of damage.
All right.
Actually, I think when I'm raging, I get more points of damage anyway. The last one should have been 200. Yeah, +2. So it should have been a +2 anyway.
All right.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
he went from having 3 to having 1 to now.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, he has 0. Your great axe chops this bird's head off, and as soon as you do, the other 3 birds all squawk in terror, and the whole demeanor of the fight changes, and they flee. These 2 behind you take flight, and they head for the balcony above. And then this one as well, he just takes off running, looking around. He's going to try and head out the door.
I mean, I knew he's tried to hit something tonight. Nope.
So one
Does this still happen to have a health potion on him?
one Kinku runs out the door and is gone. The other 2 are taking their turn to flee because you have slain one of their compatriots. And I will leave it to y'all for above the board purposes. I will say that we are not quite out of initiative yet. And if anyone, say, of the 5 of you would like to do 4 of you would like to do something before Kess's next turn, now's the time.
I want to loot this guy and see if he has a health potion on him.
He does. Okay, roll for me. Give me investigation. If you hit a 12, I'll give you a health potion. Oh, hell, you found a lesser healing potion. But that, unfortunately, was your turn, sir.
Cleric?
I don't think he's that kind
I'm
of
not that kind of cleric.
All right, so that was Chuck's free action. He does function and excitedly holds it up in the air.
Do you know what to do with that? They're Chuck. Don't.
I mean,
you see him. You see him walk right over next to Kess, and he's just just.
Somebody do something with this. I can't. My coordination is gone. Too fat.
All will administer to Kess. Who rolled for the points for this?
Oh, you can. I don't know. What is it? A D4 +1 or something?
I think a regular healing potion. Was it a regular healing potion?
Yeah, it's the smallest
Yeah,
one.
D4 +2, I think.
It's just +1. It's plus the level. So 5 points of health.
5 points.
Oh man, good roll.
You have more hit points than I do.
Yeah. Okay.
So does that just take
There is fresh blood on the floor.
Does that take it all the failures away, or just or
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
you're
You're,
definitely-
you're up. You're up. You're clear. It resets every time you get up. Every time you get down, it's a fresh set of rolls.
the potion?
So yeah, your death saves reset. You have 5 hit points. You're up.
For now.
You are at this point out of combat again, and the floor is yours.
Oh. Well, that could have gone better, guys. But
we got jumped.
They're
get
hitting pretty
jumped. Can we just? I don't know. There's a bunch of crap on the floors here.
Did I happen to see where the Kinkus were running off?
Yeah.
to?
So the two that were using their short swords at the north end of the building, right up to that second level, and then
Okay.
headed away from y'all further north. You probably heard the sound of a door slam behind them.
Fucking birds.
And
The stairs you see, yeah, the stairs are there, yeah. But y'all are free again to do what you like. The door's still wide open to the building. You can hear squawking birds as they fly away.
should we shut these doors so nobody in the street knows what's going on, or should we just leave it for a safe exit?
I think we leave them.
I think we leave them open. All right,
It's not like it's a secret that we're here anymore, at least to the bad guys.
that's true.
Well, not to metagame or correct you, but you realize that this is a Zentarium hideout, and the Zentarium on the ground. And those guys that you were fighting, I will go ahead and grant you that you did not see any snake tattoos on their forearms.
I should have talked first.
Y'all should have
Y'all
snuck up to the building better.
We did not.
If y'all had succeeded on your stealth roll, you would have heard them talking. But bygones and bygones. Here we are.
Live and learn. Do these people have anything on them, on their bodies?
Just like what I mentioned before, a couple of old rusty swords and daggers, and nothing 2 or 3 gold. These are just simple worker bees. Nobody important.
I want to go upstairs.
Yeah, head to the stairs.
I'm going behind them.
Okay.
Behind them.
You get hold on, Chuck. Hold on right there. You get to the stairs.
Okay.
I'm going to move you. You get to the stairs and you find yourself over there on the second floor. Scroll to your right. Do you see it?
Yep.
All right. And then Jean, and you find yourself on the second floor behind Chuck.
Fair enough.
Scroll over to the right.
What is this rope thing with the lever and the pulley system?
That's like a crane used to load the wagons
Okay.
with the boxes below. Yeah, putting crates on the wagons.
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah.
in any of these boxes?
Not really. Nothing important. Blankets, clothes, nothing valuable. You get the distinct impression that this is more of a front than an actual business.
All these dead people up here still have tattoos, the snakes.
Yeah. So as you head over there, let's see the balcony. What can I tell you about the balcony? The open second level, stacked with crates. They search through. You find clothes, bottles of spoiled olive oil, wooden sandals, last year's fashion rage that are now out of style.
Anything pink or purple?
Yeah, give me. Let's see. You're looking. Give me just a perception check. Where you're at, sure, whatever. Nah. Yeah, no, you're
Dog
not.
shit.
But yeah, looking around, you don't really see anything important out here. You got doors that the Kenku left out of. If you'd like to head over there.
Oh, you're talking about the doors to the north?
Yeah. Anybody else want to go upstairs?
Sure.
I do. I'm trying to, but I can't.
There's
move
no
my toe.
office buildings, paperwork, desk.
Not where you are. You get the distinct impression this is more of the factory floor part of the warehouse. Yeah, a door as yet unopened that you are standing in front of, or that John Gerard is standing in front of.
I'd like to at least. Oh,
Yeah.
I opened it. Yeah, I'll go in the door. And
So, yeah, in there, and let's see, in that little room that you're in, I don't know, my computer's being extra slow. These are the offices that Chuck assumed would be available. You see desks and chairs, some bare shelves with hardly anything on them. There's some rats on the floor. They're not really doing anything. Yeah.
I don't have any of that.
Oh, you're still out on the balcony.
I can't find my.
Scroll to the right. Here, I'll just force ping on you. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, gotcha.
They went upstairs. You want to go upstairs?
Yes, please. I can hardly move my token.
Yeah, no, I had that stairs blocked. You could go up the stairs and then I'll drag you to the second floor. There you go. All right. Force ping. Everybody's upstairs. Y'all are all on the balcony. A couple of you have made your way into the first office room upstairs.
so you can describe
Yeah,
this as
nothing much. If you can, yeah, nothing in this room. This is like a foyer room. The front door in front of you, they seem to have locked it on their way out. But yeah, you can pop over. There's a couple other rooms up there. Same story, a bunch of just shoveled stuff
two doors
looking
side by side.
around.
I'm gonna open this one. That looks like a office.
Mhm.
You know?
Jean Gerard, since you're kind of actively searching, give me an investigation check. A 10. It's not hard.
Have you seen my rolls?
Oh, 2. It's only supposed to be 1, but I'm going to give you 2 because you rolled 2 natural 20s. You see on one of the desks, you open there's a pen that looks like a normal quill, but the paper that is next to it is not normal paper. It definitely has the appearance of something magical that you would remember from the time that you spent in service to the city in your other life. You recognize that this is something called a well, I'll tell you what, give me an Arcana. I'll tell you what it is if you can hit the Arcana. Yeah, it's magic paper.
I'll roll that up and is that written on it? Does it have any?
No, it's
headers?
blank. completely blank.
Blank.
But it's 2 sheets of very crisp and fresh looking, obviously magic paper that you can have, and you can look at it later, spend some time with it in a short rest or something, and I'll tell you what it is.
I read about this old book called National Treasure.
You can squirt lemon on it.
You put lemon on it and you put it in the oven.
Yeah, nothing really else strikes your fancy in the offices. That's really about it. Krieger, you're stairs still, and directly underneath you, you hear a door creak open very slowly.
Okay. Keeping
And
watch.
Okay, you're watching, you're kind of leaning, looking over the rail. You see below you, you look down, and literally straight below you, there's a door that was, I don't know if anybody looked at it earlier, but was locked. And that door is now kind of human male with some very disheveled looking, obviously blonde hair, poking his head out of the door and kind of looking around, seeing what's going on out there in that commotion that is now quiet.
You weren't here earlier, but that description matches Neverwinter's son, right?
Right.
Well, both of them. They
And
look similar.
I cast tapping sting.
You cast what?
Tapping sting. I need him to make a Constitution save.
I'm gonna need to see these spells.
Well, I don't have it on my thing. You can Google it.
what is it?
Just
Hold
make
on,
a con save, 13 or better.
Ow. Dog is stabbing me in the leg. Let me open his chart here. Con save 13.
13 or better.
Oh, 11.
Okay. He's gonna take 1d4 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and he's knocked prone.
All right. What
And-
about that D4? Show me what it is.
Oh, I thought you were okay. Got you. Sorry. D4. Oh, hey. And then as soon as I see him knocked prone,
Mm-hmm.
not taking it, then I'm going to head on down. If it's, I don't know how steep are these stairs? Like, is it like we took a
regular stairs? You're probably 10 feet up in the air.
Oh, then I'm gonna jump down.
Is this making any noise, or are we still just dicking around here? Have no idea.
Y'all are in the front offices. You can give me a random perception check if you like.
I guess it's like from Krieger's point of view, at the gate, you don't even know it until you hear something.
No, it's I sap the vibe. It'd be something that he feels.
So most people would have heard him go prone.
You hear the body hit the floor.
I guess I'm jumping like over the
I
the
don't
edge to
know.
get down there quick.
I don't know. Do you hear it? Give me a perception check.
13 and 21.
You now keep in mind. Okay, Chuck hears it. John Gerard does not.
I guess I can do one perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I leap down. Whatever they hear, they hear.
So I'll give you another minute while your party figures out what's going on. You have this man to yourself. He is prone on the ground and moaning very loudly.
I pull out my scythe and I hold it up to him, and I say, "I take pleasure in gutting you, boy. What's your name?"
He goes, "Hey, whoa! Are you the ones that killed the Kenku?"
It was a It was a fucking ambush. I want to know your name. Are you going to join them?
My name is Rainier Neverember, and I've been captive here for 3 days.
Well, I'm going
hiding. I've been hiding in this closet for 3 days, waiting for a chance to leave.
Well, I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna put my scythe away. I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of his shirt. I'm gonna yank him. And say, "Well, here's your chance." And then I'm gonna call. Then I'm gonna call for the group and say, "Fellas, down here."
Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes. If you'll allow him, he's going to go and he's just going to go sit down on one of these boxes over here, and y'all are free to come interview or discuss or whatever. But he's just going to be sitting here on the box.
Yeah. So
Looking very. Okay,
So
yeah,
we've established with two battles that the only things that I can hit are innocents. You got to go with what works.
Okay.
Go with your strength.
All right, everybody's back. Everybody's back downstairs.
Like goddamn thing, except for doors.
Everybody's back downstairs.
I mean, I whipped on both. I whipped on both of mine.
Let's be honest. Between the group of the 5 of y'all, we can't tell who looks here. The guy that's been trapped in a closet for 3 days after he was beat up, or you lot. But y'all are some sorry looking folks, just in general. And see, though, as the shock is kind of wearing off, Rainier's starting to regain some of that composure that comes with being a highborn noble, even though he's disheveled and kind of a wreck. To stand up a little straighter, and he's kind of combing his hair off and just sitting there catching his breath and taking y'all in. He's eyeing each one of y'all up and down, like very seriously, and he's looking around the room. He's looking at the dead bodies. He's looking at the swords. You can see this is a calculating person. He knows what's going on, and you get the impression he chose this spot to sit down, a foot and a half to a rapier on the ground.
If he, I guess I would roll perception, looking for the slightest movement.
Give me a. Well, I'll tell you what. Give me an insight. We'll see if you're even aware of these calculations in his head. I guess I spilled too much of the beans. Sorry, I'm new to this whole DM and stuff.
No. Well, I mean, I would have been the same reason why I zapped his vitality and put him prone and was rough with him. I would be, my guard would be up already from being ambushed.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Well, as far as you know, you can do whatever you want to do checks wise. He asked to go sit down, and he went and sat down, and he has let y'all come and surround him and stand over him. And Krieger is very much aware of the fact that his right hand is a foot and a half away from a rapier.
The slightest movement, and I'm going to do something.
Yeah. All right. He is sitting there looking at y'all calculatingly, and as everyone surrounds him, he says, "Let me first address the group. My name is Rainier Neverember, and I'm in your debt. Thank you for getting rid of these Kenku that have been holding me captive."
Well, however grateful you may be, it doesn't change the fact that you were in a Zentarium stronghold, captive or not. I guess the first question is, why are you here?
He sees you. He recognizes your noble speech, and you see him straighten up even ever so more so slightly as he addresses you specifically. And he says, "The Zentarium thinks that my father embezzled a very large amount of gold back when he was the Open Lord. And they think that he hid the dragon somewhere in the city. They think that they can find it if they collect an artifact called the Stone of Galore. And this was something that the Xanathar Guild possessed. until very recently. Apparently, somebody stole it from them. And anyway, these Zentarium folks, they think that I know something about all of this. But really, I don't. My father and I do not get along. He left and went to Neverwinter, and I stayed here. This is my home. And honestly, I'm ashamed of his actions when he was open lord, and I'm here to try and clear my name and to make a name for myself that's separate from his. But I think that's why I'm here, is because the Zentarium think I know something about this stone of galore.
You
Good insight on his knowledge of what he's saying. Does he really not know anything?
Oh yeah, inside it, go for it. 16. Let me see. Tell me again. It's either deception or what's the other one?
If he's lying about it, it's deception.
But there's another role too for the truth.
Yeah, it'll be.
I can't remember what it is. It's either deception or persuasion. I think persuasion.
Yeah, I think so.
They're both charisma roles, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. You can see right through him, and you get the distinct impression that he is 100% telling you the truth.
Well, whether you know anything or not, you are aware of the fact that your last name and the weight that carries in this town. So you should be much more careful of what circles you roll in.
Well, that's really another issue completely is what happened to Floon. He's a friend of mine, and unfortunately, they took him instead of me.
Does he know anything?
Why'd they take?
You keep.
So I don't know how much of the story y'all know, but clearly you're here. You know that the Zentarium thugs, and he points to 3 or 4 of the guys, and you see him kind of looking around. He finds the 5th one. He points that asshole over there. He points to 5 of the dead bodies on the floor. He says, "These guys, they attacked us about two days ago on our way out of the dragon, and they couldn't tell who was who, and they took us both. And they were holding us hostage here until just a few hours ago. And that's when the Xanathar Guild showed up and killed all of these guys. And in the commotion, I was able to go hide in this room over here. But they took Floon. I heard them talking about leaving. They were trying to get back to the sewers. Something about following a yellow sign on the wall. And they said they were taking him to see the master.
Who did Centauri Booty say?
Xanathar.
The Xanathar Guild, their rival, the Crips and Bloods, is the other guys. So the Zentarium had kidnapped Floon and Rainier, and then we're holding them here. And then the Xanathar Guild got word of it and came and attacked and took who they thought was Rainier to their hideout.
And Xanathar, Zentarium, or snakes.
You got it. That's it. So they are deeply embroiled now in this gang war because they both want Rainier, but they took Floon by accident.
And they are looking.
This is the
galore, or are they looking for dragons?
So, Dragon Heist in Waterdeep, gold coins, specifically gold coins, are called dragons in Waterdeep. Yeah. The Waterdeep gold coin is shaped like a little dragon.
Dragon. But then
so they use the term. They use the term very loosely, and you get the impression that the word dragons here means gold coins. He's talking about money. They stole money.
Yeah.
So they're looking.
What the stone of galore is then? What is that?
Yeah. So that's it's an artifact. It's kind of, he holds up. It's like not that big. It's a stone. It's carved into the shape of a face. my dad made it, or had it made, the story is, and I can only tell you the story because I don't know for sure, but the story is that my dad took the knowledge of where the dragons are hidden and put it in the stone, even took it out of his own head so that he couldn't be made to take the money against his will. So this stone is the only thing in the world that knows where the gold is hidden. That's why it's so important. That's why everybody's fighting for it. And they all think I have it, and I don't. Which is all the more reason I've got to go find Floon and save him, because it's my fault that he's tied up in all this.
So they took both of you. Then these bird guys came. Yes.
Well, they were no. It was the guys with the tattoos on the face.
Yeah,
They came and fought, and then after that, after they killed the Zentarium, the bird people showed up and were taking orders from the tattoo guys.
Okay, yeah, understood. And then you hid in the closet when they took your friend.
Yeah, I was trying to get away. There was like 15 of them.
That's fair. That's fair. I guess the question is, what do we do with you?
You see, during the course of this conversation, he has remained in his very noble and polite and articulate manner, especially towards you when he's addressing you. You see his intentions change, and you see him look straight at Krieger, and he gives him a little bit of a head shake, and he reaches slowly while watching Krieger, without looking at the blade, reaches down and grabs the rapier, and he stands up, and he says,
Well-
I'm going to find my friend. You're welcome to come with me."
I mean,
I'll let Krieger handle this one.
well, Krieger would have done something before he stood up and said that, but
Well, that's what he did. What do y'all say to that?
I will. I'll cast Mage Hand and push that sword down.
well, like I said, I was standing right there next to him. If I saw him even remotely go for his sword, I would have done something before he had a chance to stand up and tell me that.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I would have touched him.
What's the touch do?
I was having to go to my sheet.
I know, this is so annoying not having your spells.
Yeah, I didn't have my spell there. Let me just pull it up on this. Oh, there it is. There it is. He'd have to make a. Oh no, it's me. Let me roll +5. D20. We'll add 5 to this, whatever this is. 10.
Mm-hmm.
Moving slow. I assume that would miss.
Oh, miss his AC. It was an attack.
Yeah, it was a attack.
Oh yeah, that misses.
Okay.
You reach out to touch him, and you attempt to do whatever spell this is. He grabs your hand, and he does like an Aikido lock on it, and he points your wrist back at your face, and he just looks at you. He just looks at you sideways.
Oh, I'm going to step right in between them. I don't want this to escalate. I want to at least put myself between Krieger and this Rainer.
Rainier.
Listen,
Jeremy?
you need to let the sword go. I understand your frustration and willingness to go fight, and Krieger, I don't think he's gonna do anything to us. I think he's emotionally wrapped up in the situation. So
I'm just gonna say he went for his sword.
I
And-
completely understand.
And I repeat, I'm going to find my friend. I have no quarrel with either of you, any of you. Thank you for coming in and giving me a chance to leave. But I'm going to go get Floon, and I would be happy to take you and show you where I think he is.
Well, we would appreciate that, but you going by yourself is a suicide mission. Would you not agree?
He looks you up and down a little bit, and he's human male. You're what, a dwarf?
Mm-hmm.
He's 4 feet taller than you now that he's standing up. And while he's dirty and haggard, and you can tell he probably hadn't had a good meal in a few days, you get the distinct impression that he's not messing around. There's a chance he could kill all 4 of you if he wanted to.
That may be true, but there's going to be.
But he says, in the interest of making you comfortable, he puts the sword into the back of his belt and takes his hand off of the hilt.
I don't think.
He said, I'm not here to fight you. I am genuinely in your debt. But you tell me what's going to happen next. Either we're all going or I'm going. And about that time, who's got the highest passive perception?
Ooh. Not me. Mine's 12.
13.
Let's see.
It's going to be one of the clerics. It's going to be the wisdom passive.
13. That's the highest.
Oh, no, I'm just saying mine is 13. I thought everybody was just calling those that.
Mine's 15.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. You start to hear a commotion outside. The sound of many footsteps, somewhat in a regular pattern, approaching from the north and the east.
Oh shit.
North and the
I'll
east.
relay that. I'll say there's something outside. Lots of somethings.
So I'll give y'all another minute to hash this out. As it stands, we're standing toe to toe with Rainier, and he's put his sword away, but he's basically told y'all he would like you to come with him.
Well, I said we go, boys. We've already had one guy down. I don't have very much hit points left.
We can change our mind later. Let's go now.
I think I'll look at him. I don't think we can explain this to the Night Watch.
Yeah, I think we need to make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Rainier's liking the sound of this.
Do you know? You've been here the longest. You know the exit that we can get.
Yeah, he heads. He points upstairs and he says, "Let's go up."
You lead the way.
Yeah. If everybody's following, we'll
Yeah, just take me with you.
we'll say that he heads upstairs. He heads through that office door. He kind of slowly hits to that outside door in that hallway. First, he goes over and looks out the window and kind of peers through the window to look in the street. Goes back to the door. He opens the door and he takes off to the right. And he turns around. And he says, "Try and keep up."
Does he he still has that rapier in his belt?
He also grabbed a dagger on his way out.
I'll look at Krieger and be like, I don't think I like him being armed.
I agree.
So yeah, Krieger has. Not Krieger. Rainier has bounced with the impression that y'all are going to follow him, and he's head off down the street into the dark alley. He turns before he leaves. He turns and he says, "We're looking for the sewers."
Like right now, like do we need to go now or can we take a rest?
I assume this is happening right in that little foyer. He goes, "You're welcome to stop and talk to whoever this is that's coming to check this out."
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought we were already out of the building. I thought you said we were in the alley getting out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
well-
Well, as you make it into the alley, you do in fact see a contingency of City Watch marching down the lane very intently towards the building that you had just left.
Yeah. I light a cigarette and walk around like I'm not doing anything cool.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
definitely leaving because I got 4 hit points at this point.
Mm.
Yeah. Well,
I hate-
let's
I
say
hate to
just
brag,
for.
Got 5.
Why don't we, if y'all are cool with him telling you what we're looking for, we can skip ahead a little bit and just say that he has shown you basically 2 or 3 alleys over to a sewer opening, and above it you do see just a yellow circle on the wall, like almost in chalk, very minimally visible, just a little yellow circle with a line through it. Almost, if you squint at it, it looks almost like an eyeball. And he points and he goes, "That's where we're going."
The yellow circle with an eyeball on it.
Yeah, just like a little symbol. If you didn't know to look for it, you'd think it was just a little graffiti on the wall. But he heads over to the sewer and gives y'all one last look behind him, and he drops down in the sewer.
Fuck, you gotta get in front of this guy. You gotta slow his mother down.
I was gonna say too, if you choose to follow him, he's waiting for you at the bottom in the sewer, and he as he's walking, he turns and he kind of stops and looks at y'all and he goes, "You guys look pretty rough. Do y'all need to take a break, take a breather here before we push forward anymore?"
Yeah, a breather would be nice.
Especially from Chuck. Chuck is out of breath. He's bleeding from his shoulder.
I'm fat and anemic now, so it's a bad combination.
All right. Y'all are in the sewer. You're out of the streets. You've got enough time for a short rest with no one actively hunting you. If you'd like to stop here and take a short rest, that is an excellent place to do so.
Oh, please.
We're still at level 1, correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trying to figure out how to get
yeah.
out.
I just got put down by 2 arrows. That was overkill.
Dude,
Oh, man, what-
those Kinkus were lights out.
But I still need to look at the armor situation. I think I
Every single. Hey, I feel bad about it. I'm going to allow you a minute to put some armor on during this short rest if you would like to. We'll say you forgot you had it in your pack, and you can put it on.
I just ran out of time at work to do it, and I didn't come back to it.
We don't have to be done for the night if y'all want to keep going, but we can certainly
I
take
gotta-
a short
I gotta
rest
go.
here in game.
I would love to keep on playing, but I gotta go. I gotta be up at work in fucking like 5 hours. Well, that's an exaggeration. 6.
Well,
Just
I was to say you almost died, but you got out of there.
Yep.
You have a new ally with a common goal, and you're pushing forward to the next illegal crime lord bandit
for all
hideout.
time's sake, is his dad the one that Baron spit on?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a dickhead for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He came through
That's
in
the whole
the
reason.
end, but yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, he was at the whole reason he was at Neverwinter was because he got ousted from his political campaign here for stealing all that gold.
Oh, he's a shithead.
All right, fellas, I'll see y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I think the battle. I think the 4 people in battle might need to be tweaked a little bit for when there's less than a full party.
Yes.
I'm
especially
glad.
level 1. That's crazy.
Well, it's supposed to be 6 versus 4.
Yeah.
I mean, they only have the same amount of hit points that y'all have. They have 10 hit points.
Yeah, it was just a bad situation to be in.
Well, and to be fair, you definitely failed your stealth roll and got snuck attacked instead of getting to sneak attack.
No, that's
And
100%. There's a lot of stuff just by being in.
two arrows with advantage turned into 2 hits, and yeah, that was rough.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I didn't know they had advantage. You could change the advantage on it.
and I was in the worst place possible for my character to be in. I mean, he just
Oh, and so was John Gerard, man. Yeah, he got charged and he couldn't even do magic.
Well, the thing is, just let me know if anybody has advantage or disadvantage, because I wouldn't have advantage because I have
Yeah, well, they got it. It wouldn't have helped you in this round because that was a surprise round. The reason they had advantage is because it was a surprise round.
So yeah, I wouldn't even get a reaction in a surprise round.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, they literally went next after the surprise round.
That's right.
Because they rolled a 20 initiative as well.
It was rough. It was a rough beginning.
Whew. Y'all made it. You made it through. And yes, you're still level 1.
Yeah, I figured that.
But you're close. Y'all get to rescue and the person you were paid to rescue, and you'll be right there.
Interesting. I have mixed emotions.
Oh,
Are you going for dog patrol now?
Who?
Are you going on dog patrol now?
Yeah, in just a little bit. Since we're cut up, I was going to try to do it as late as possible, depending upon when we finished.
well, I love that the whole reason we didn't play tomorrow was for Mark, and he didn't show up tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. Come on now, you ain't figured that out by now. We're
Well, that's also why I'm glad
4
that
years
more than
into
one
this.
person- I'm also glad that more than one person chimed in with "Let's play early" when he said "Let's start at 10." I was like,
No, I mean,
Hey, I felt like we did a good job starting even when we did. We were well into the game. I looked down; it was only like 10 o'clock.
yeah, that's what
Oh yeah, man, that's what I'm all for doing. Or as long as my daughter doesn't have something late or whatever, as far as practice the game, I'd much rather, because usually it takes us 20 minutes to kind of get rolling, and by then it's already 10:15 if we do a 9:30 start time.
That's one of the things I hope to kind of set the precedent a little different for in my DM hood is, I mean, when we start to play, we're going to get a summary and we're going to start playing. You know,
Yeah,
just go.
I don't mind starting early. I think J-Mick's the only one that has.
Yeah, he gets home late from work apparently. Yeah,
and I don't know what his excuse was tonight. I think he had.
I think his kid was sick or something.
No, it's something about they sleep schedule for a baby or something like that. I'm like, come on now, dude. I know it's your first, but